Welcome. My name is Ria, and I'll tell you a little bit about Sun Salutation A and how to do it. We begin at the top of our mat in mountain pose, and we always have hip width distance, which typically means 2 fists distance in between our feet. So we stand tall. Now know that there are lots of variations of Sun Salutation A, but I'll guide you through the one I think most people use in modern postural yoga. First, just the moves. We take the arms out to the side and draw the circle. Our palms meet on top of our head. Now, moving down, you can either do what I call the swan dive. You take your pelvis and tilt it a little bit back, and with your arms out to the side, lean forward like this, reaching down. You can always play with just having a straight spine, navel in, go for a forward fold without this bending in the lower lumbar spine. You can do prayer pose, leaning down. So all those are just variations you can play with if you like. Anyway, we're getting down here. We want to go in a forward fold with somewhat stretched leg. For a lot of people, that's not possible. So make sure you don't think you have to straighten your legs. You might as well bend them. The important thing is that at some point your fingers will reach down. But first we have to do a half lift. So whenever your legs are straight or not, lift from your forward fold up halfway. So we call it half lift or something like it. Your hands can either go on your knees or just somewhere down here on your shin or what works for you. From this pose, we prepare to our plank and low plank. So now we bend our knees to be able to get the palms down on the ground. Spread the fingers out. Walk, let's do jump later. Walk your feet back, and some might say, take 1, take 2, like slowly. But either way, you come to a plank. Now we will have to lower down. Easy way would be using the knees. So let's do that the first time. Try to take your elbows back here, tucking them into your ribs. You might want to take your elbows a little bit out because it's easier. But if we want to build strength in our triceps here, we want to have our elbows in here. If we take our elbows a little bit further out, we will more engage our shoulders in some sort of way, and that's why it's easier to take the elbows out. But we want to try to keep the elbows in. Your shoulders should move a little bit to the front of your fingers. And why is that? And that's often because we don't want our shoulders to be seated up here. If we have a complete alignment between shoulders and wrists, the shoulders tend to come up to the ears to make space for moving down. Now, moving a little bit to the front is easier on your toes than on your knees. But anyway, we want to try to play with that. Come down with a straight spine. So not like rolling down, with a straight spine. All the way down on the floor. Now we're here. Where are the elbows? In by your ribs. Shoulders down. Then we go for our cobra, or baby cobra, in the beginning at least. We lift up the chest. Not your shoulders as such. We'll lift the shoulders, but not to the ears. We'll lift the chest up and move the shoulder blades a little bit back here. This should engage your lower back. You might feel that. Glutes. Maybe not your arms as much when we do baby cobra. More maybe if we lift higher up. Tuck your toes under. From here, we move to down dog. Now you have to use your arms again, not out to the side, if you can avoid it. Lift up either on your knees or directly on your toes. Move your hip up and back into downward facing dog. Sometimes people come and ask me, I have to move my feet to get into down dog after I've done plank to low plank, chaturanga. And that's fine, I do that always. Somehow they just tend to not be the right place, so I always step my feet a little bit closer, hip width distance in between them, move my hip back, and have a great time here. To finish our sun salutation, we have to move to the front of the mat. Into the forward fold directly. Head hang low, relax your neck. From here, directly into high mountain. Arms out to the side, typically. So rise up, and here we go again. We can continue with Sun Salutation A. So this was a little bit about how to do it. Let's do it with the breath, because that's how we typically do it. So inhale, take your arms up above your head. Exhale, fold forward, either with swan dive or what you choose. All the way down, let your neck relax. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank to low plank. Long exhale, on your toes or on your knees, what works for you. Inhale, lift your chest up, remember those shoulders down. And exhale into your downward facing dog using your core. Maybe take a breath. Maybe you're slower, faster than me. On your next inhale, come to the front. Preparing, I think, on your inhale. Exhale, move forward, forward fold. Inhale, high mountain. And let's do that one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank to low plank, maybe you jump. Inhale, cobra, or you want to do up dog with your hip off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving faster, inhale, walk or jump to the front of the mat. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, high mountain. Let's do it one more time with the jump. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank to low plank. Don't have to jump. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Up dog is the hip off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you want to jump, lift the heels off, bend the knee. Inhale, jump. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high mountain. And exhale, prayer pose, or whatever you want to go for. So that will be a typical way of doing Sun Salutation A. And I just want to add that we actually don't know exactly where Sun Salutation came from, those poses put together. It seems like it might be from the bodybuilder environment, actually. It's not that old, at least what we can find in drawings and pictures and all that. So just interesting way of warming up the body with a little bit of maybe bodybuilding poses that have been moved into yoga. See you in the next video. Thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing this if you know anyone else who want to know more about this.